When the night gets quiet and the world feels far away, heaven is still moving. I've had nights full of questions, staring at the silent sky, trying to hold on to hope while the tears fall from my eyes. Every shadow felt heavier, every step felt hard to take. But deep inside the darkness, I could feel something awake. Even when I cannot see, even when the fear is near, there's a promise over me. Heaven hasn't left me here. There are angels in the night, moving where my eyes can't go. Every prayer I've ever prayed echoes through the heavens glow. Even when the world feels cold and the road is hard to find, I will rest within this truth. There are angels in the night.
Yeah, TrapZion.
When the night gets heavy and the battle draws near, I remember who called me here. Not by my strength, but by His power, anointed for war. I've been walking through valleys where the shadows rise, storm in the wind, fire in my eyes. Every step tested, every breath a fight, but heaven keeps light in the darkest night. They try to break me with doubt and fear, but purpose was louder than what I hear. Armor on, heart aligned, truth in my soul, faith in my mind. I don't stand here by chance, oh Lord. Heaven declared I'm anointed for war, anointed for war. I stand my ground, even when thunder is shaking the ground. No weapon formed will settle the score. God raised a warrior, anointed for war. Giants rise, but they're bound to fall when the King of Heaven commands it all. Flames may roar and the winds may pour, but grace keeps opening every door. I carry the fire that darkness fears, victory echoes across the years. Armor on, heart aligned, truth in my soul, faith in my mind. I don't stand here by chance, oh Lord. Heaven declared I'm anointed for war, anointed for war. I stand my ground, even when thunder is shaking the ground. No weapon formed will settle the score. God raised a warrior, anointed for war, anointed for war. I stand my ground, even when thunder is shaking the ground. No weapon formed will settle the score. God raised a warrior, anointed for war. When the battle gets loud and the sky turns gray, I hear the promise that lies my way. Not by might, not by sword, but by the Spirit of the Lord. So I rise through the fire, Spirit restored, walking in power, led by the Lord. Storms may rage and kingdoms may roar, but my soul is chosen, anointed for war. Yeah, yeah. It wasn't luck, it wasn't hype. It was a living promise over my life. When they try to stop me, God said rise. I'm standing on a rock, I won't fall this time. Yeah, I was called before I saw the light. Set apart to win, even without sight. When the world said no, he told me go. Every door he opened, stays open, no. Forged in the fire, but never consumed. Walk through the shadows, never alone in the gloom. 1,000 may fall right next to me, but I'm still standing. The Lord's my shield, my victory. I don't walk by sight, I walk by promise. If the sea splits open, I'm walking on it. Giants rising, I seen it, stone in my hand, courage in me. If God is for me, who stands against? My foundation's eternal, it won't be bent. Storms may come, but I won't be moved. My house on the rock, tested and proved. Built by God, I was designed, chose, set apart, redeemed in time. It's not talent, it's anointing. Nah, luck, it's divine appointing. Built by God, I remain. In my weakness, I gain strength again. He's the source of every word I say. My future was written by God, not man's way. Called to shine in the darkest night. Salt of the earth, a city of light. Armor on my chest, sword in my hand. Living word is my battle plan. I run this race with endurance strong. Eyes on the author all along. When the enemy plots, I already know. Greater lives in me, I overflow. Nothing can separate me from love. Not height, not pain, not powers above. There's a crown ahead, I'm pressing through. Eternal purpose breaking through. I sowed in tears, now reaping praise. My story carries your glory always. From slave of fear to the king's own son. Now I know who I am, the victory's won. If God is for me, who stands against? My foundation's eternal, it won't be bent. Storms may come, but I won't be moved. My house on the rock, tested and proved. Built by God, I was designed, chosen, set apart, redeemed in time. It's not talent, it's anointing. Nah, luck, it's divine appointing. Built by God, I will remain. In my weakness, I gain strength again. He's the source of every word I say. My future was written by God, not man's way. I don't live by sight, I live by faith. If he promised that it won't fade. Chains fell down, the veil was torn. The impossible sign is sworn. My name is written, can't erase. Grace sustains me every day. When the world shakes, I stand calm. He reigns on the throne, I move strong. Built by God, not made by hands. Eternal blueprint, sovereign plans. From dust he raised me up to reign. Child of the King, I bear his name. Yeah, built on promise, sealed by the cross. My foundation is eternal, built by God. Yeah, built by God.
Silence in the night, heart steady and low. Every quiet battle only heaven can know. Step by step I walk through the fire slowly. Learning in the dark, discipline is holy. When the world sleeps, I'm still on my knees, fighting every doubt carried by the breeze. Temptations whisper softly in the lonely, but I remember why discipline is holy. The road is narrow, the climb is steep. Promises from heaven are the ones I keep. Every tear becomes a sacred story. In the hidden strength where discipline is holy.
When my flesh says stop, my spirit says go. Through the storm, through the shadows below, I lift my eyes to the one who controls me, and his light reminds me discipline is holy. Discipline is holy, forged inside the flame. Every silent sacrifice glorifies his name. No crown without the cross that slowly molds me. I walk in faith because discipline is holy. Discipline is holy, heaven sees it all. Every time I rise, each time I fall, grace keeps lifting up the soul he chose me. I stand stronger now. Discipline is holy. Early morning prayers while the sky is gray, building silent strength no one sees today. Seeds of faith growing deep below me. Roots in the truth that discipline is holy. No applause, no crowd, just the Father's eyes, where the real victory quality lies. The narrow path is the one he showed me, and every step confirms discipline is holy. When the night is long and the road feels slow, there's a fire inside only heaven can grow. The Spirit whispers softly to console me. Stand firm, my child. Discipline is holy, forged inside the flame. Every silent sacrifice glorifies his name. No crown without the cross that slowly molds me. I walk in faith because discipline is holy. Discipline is holy, heaven sees it all. Every time I rise, each time I fall, grace keeps lifting up the soul he chose me. I stand stronger now. Discipline is holy. Every hidden prayer, every unseen fight turns weakness into power. Through his holy light, the road of war is quiet and lonely, but heaven declared discipline is holy. So I rise again with faith as my shield. Through every battle I refuse to yield, until the day his glory fully holds me. I'll live this truth forever. Discipline is holy. Discipline is holy. Discipline is holy.
Yeah. TrapZion. Fate over fear. Doing anything just cease. Listen. God is with us.
Walking through the fire, shadows all around. Voices say quit, but I won't back down. Pressure on my shoulders, but I lift my eyes. Heaven's hand guides me, I'll rise, I'll rise. Every battle, every trial, I'm still here. Spirit speaks loud, faith over fear. Even in the darkness, I see the light. Every step I take, I'm holding tight. He's my shield, he's my spear. I move forward with faith over fear.
Faith over fear, I'm breaking chains. Walking in his power through the rain. No weapon formed can stop my soul. With God on my side, I'm in control.
Storms come heavy, trying to shake my ground, but I hear his whisper, peace all around. Enemies may shout, doubts try to climb, but I'm rooted in truth. His word is mine. Chains fall silent, darkness disappears. Victory is written.
Faith over fear. Even in the darkness, I see the light. Every step I take, I'm holding tight. He's my shield, he's my spear. Gotta move forward with faith over fear. sincere. Forever I stand with faith over fear.
Faith over fear, yeah. I rise, I conquer, I'm made to shine. God is my strength, His will is mine. Faith over fear, now and for all time.
When the heat gets stronger, when the flames surround my life, there's one thing I still hold on to. My faith will survive the fire. My faith goes through the fire, but it will never break. God is standing in the flames every step I take. When the pressure tries to pull me down and the night feels like a war, even in the burning ground, my faith is stronger than before. My faith goes through the fire, but it will never fall. Through the ashes and the smoke, God is over it all. When the storm inside me grows and the road is getting higher, I remember who I trust. My faith walks through the fire. I've seen moments full of silence where the answers never came. Felt the weight of every battle and the heat of every flame. But the fire didn't destroy me, it revealed what God had grown. Every trial made me stronger, every pain became a stone. Now the fear has lost its power and the chains are falling down. What will try to break my spirit is the reason I stand now. But it will never break. God is standing in the flames every step I take. When the pressure tries to pull me down and the night feels like a war, even in the burning ground, my faith is stronger than before. My faith goes through the My faith goes through the
When the night is heavy and the road feels long, when my heart is tired but my faith stays strong. Through every battle when my soul is tested, I remember the truth. God is my strength.
I walk through valleys where the shadows grow, through silent storms that no one could know. But every step through pain and length reminded my soul, God is my strength.
When the world kept pushing me to fall apart, He places fire inside my heart, a power deeper than human strength, a living promise. God is my strength.
When my own power fades away and darkness tries to cloud my way, I lift my eyes and call His name, and heaven whispers, God is my strength.
God is my strength when I feel weak, the voice of hope when I can't speak, the light that rises through every length. I stand unshaken. God is my strength. God is my strength through every fight, my shield, my refuge in the night. No storm can break the faith I claim. My power comes from God alone.
I've seen the fire that trials bring, where broken hearts still learn to sing, where warriors rise from every trench because they know God is their strength.
The mountains tremble, oceans roar, but heaven's power is something more. No fear can stand against His breath. Life overcomes the threat of death.
So when the road is steep and long, and every battle feels too strong, I remember where my victory came, the source of power.
God is my strength, God is my strength when I feel weak, the voice of hope when I can't speak, the light that rises through every length. I stand unshaken, God is my strength, God is my strength through every fight, my shield, my refuge in the night. No storm can break the faith I claim, my power comes from God alone.
Every tear becomes a flame, every scar calls his name, every fall becomes defense, because forever God is my strength.
So I will rise through every storm, through every trial that tries to form, until the day my soul ascends. I'll stand and say, God is my strength.
God is my strength.
In the quiet where the prayers feel unheard, where the silence sends every word, when the heart grows tired from the waiting, He is moving, though you feel nothing.
There are nights when the sky feels closed, when the weight of the world feels exposed.
You search for signs, but none appear, and faith feels distant, far from here. But seeds grow deep beneath the ground, in silent place without a sound. What heaven builds is never rushed, even when the soul feels crushed. When hope feels dim and strength is gone, and you wonder how to carry on, a quiet truth begins to awaken. God is working, though you feel nothing. God is working, even when you feel nothing. Behind every silence, His hands are moving. Through unseen paths, your story is forming. God is working, even when you feel nothing. God is working in hidden places, writing mercy through broken spaces. Even the night has purpose becoming. God is working, though you feel nothing. Mountains move long before they fall. Grace is building through it all. Every tear that you hide in the dark still leaves heaven's living mark. You may not see the dawn arise, but light is forming in the skies. The quiet work of love unfolding, stronger than the doubt you're holding. When your heart cannot understand, and life slips softly through your hands, remember what your soul has spoken. God is working, though you feel nothing. God is working, even when you feel nothing. Behind every silence, His hands are moving. Through unseen paths, your story is forming. God is working, even when you feel nothing. God is working in hidden places, writing mercy through broken spaces. Even the night has purpose because
felt completely alone, I realized he was still here.
God never left my side, even when the night was long. Through every tear I cried, His love kept me strong. When the world said give up, His voice said hold on tight. No matter what comes my way, God never left my side. I've walked through valleys of doubt, where hope seemed far away. Every step felt heavy and fear tried to make me stay. But even in my darkest moments, a light began to shine. A whisper in the silence reminded me He's mine. Every promise He has spoken still carries me today, and every battle I have faced couldn't take His love away. God never left my side, even when the night was long. Through every tear I cried, His love kept me strong. When the world said give up, His voice said hold on tight. No matter what comes my way, God never left my side. God never left my side, even when I couldn't see. Every trial was a reason to trust His victory. Through every storm I've weathered and every fear I fight, I know with all my heart, God never left my side. In the silence after every fall, when I felt too weak to stand at all, a gentle mercy pulled me along. And I remember grace made me strong. I carried burdens I could not bear, for quiet battles and whispered prayer. My strength was fading all night long, but heaven answered. Grace made me strong. When I was lost and far from the way, when shadows covered the light of day, love reached deeper than every wrong and lifted my soul. Grace made me strong. Not by power, not by might, but by mercy shining through the night. When my heart felt fragile and worn, God's grace was there, and I was reborn. Grace made me strong when I was weak, a living hope when I couldn't speak. Through every valley where I belong, I stand today. Grace made me strong. Grace made me strong through every scar, through every night that felt too far. What once was broken now sings a song because your mercy. Grace made me strong. I've seen the beauty of second chances, the quiet power of God's advances, where love rewrites the path I'm on and turns my pain to a victory song. Mountains once seemed too high to climb, but grace arrived in perfect time. Where fear once lived, faith now belongs, and every step proves grace made me strong. When the storm tried to take my peace, your faithful love would never cease. Through every trial I carried on because your grace had made me strong. Grace made me strong when I was weak, a living hope when I couldn't speak. Through every valley where I belong, I stand today. Grace made me strong. Grace made me strong through every scar, through every night that felt too far. What once was broken now sings a song because your mercy. Grace made me strong. Every tear became a seed, every prayer a silent plea. Every fall where I went wrong was turned to strength by holy way. So I will walk with grateful praise through all my nights and all my days, until the day I reach your throne. I'll testify. Grace made me strong. Grace made me strong. Grace made me strong. Grace made me strong. Even when I can see it, heaven is still moving for me. Heaven is fighting for me. Even in the dark I believe. Angels standing in the fire, holding every piece of me. When the night says give it up, faith reminds me I'm not alone. Every battle that I face, heaven is fighting for me. I walk through valleys full of silence, where hope felt so far away. Questions filling up my mind, but prayers I didn't know how to say. But in the middle of the pressure, there was a voice inside my soul, saying, child, I'm still beside you. I have never lost control. When the storm keeps getting louder and the road gets hard to see, I remember every promise God has spoken over me. Heaven is fighting for me. Even in the dark I believe. Angels standing in the fire, holding every piece of me. When the night says give it up, faith reminds me I'm not alone. Every battle that I face, heaven is fighting for me. So I lift my eyes higher, higher than the fear I feel. There's a power in His presence, and His promises are real. What the enemy meant for breaking, God is turning into peace. And the war that tried to stop me is the proof I'm meant to lead. Heaven is fighting for me. Now I feel the victory. Every chain is finally breaking. Every shadow has to leave. If the world stands against me, still I know what heaven sees. Before the battle even started, heaven was fighting for me. Heaven was fighting for me. Oh, 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 when the thunder shakes the sky and the waves rise high around me, there's a truth that still remains. There is a kingdom above the storm. I've seen the clouds getting darker, felt the wind against my soul. Every road looked even longer, like I was losing all control. But in the middle of the chaos, there was peace I can't explain. A quiet voice inside the battle, calling out my name. There's a kingdom above the storm, where the fear can't reach my heart, where the night has lost its power, and the light will always start. my side, I will stand on what is eternal, His kingdom and His life. They try to break the fire in my soul, try to shake the faith that makes me whole. Whispers of doubt like a raging storm, but I remember no weapon formed. Every step through valleys deep, deep and cold. Every scar became the truth I hold. Heaven shield around me like I'm a one. I walk unafraid. No weapon formed. When the darkness tries to close the door and the enemy rises to wage his war, I lift my eyes to the one adored and declaring faith. No weapon formed, no weapon formed against me will stand. I'm covered by grace, protected by His hand. Through every trial, my spirit is reborn by the power of God. No weapon formed, no weapon formed can silence my praise. Through every storm, I lift His name. Victory lives with faith is sworn, and the truth remains. No weapon formed. Yeah, I seen a night when hope was thin, where the fire was deep within. But heaven's fire kept my heart warm, reminding me no weapon formed. The battle belongs to the King above. The shield I carry is divine love. What rises against me will be torn by the promise of love. No weapon formed. Though the arrows fly and the thunder rolls, though the enemy stands at the gates of war, I stand on every sacred word, and my soul declares no weapon formed. No weapon formed against me will stand. I'm covered by grace, protected by His hand. Through every trial, my spirit is reborn by the power of God. No weapon formed, no weapon formed can silence my praise. Through every storm, I lift His name. Victory lives with faith is sworn, and the truth remains. No weapon formed. Every chain will fall, every night will end. The light of heaven will rise again. The faithful heart will stand reborn, because the promise says no weapon formed. So I walk through fire without fear inside, with heaven's power as my guide, until the day His glory is sworn. I'll live this truth forever. No weapon formed.
In the stillness, I bow my head. Every burden lifted, every fear shed. Through the quiet His voice approves. Step in faith, pray then move.
The road is dark, the path unclear. The world keeps whispering doubt in my ear, but I've learned the power in the groove of standing firm.
Pray then move. Every struggle, every fight, every lonely, sleepless night turns to strength when I choose to trust His plan. Pray then move.
Before I act, before I rise, I lift my hands and fix my eyes on heaven's truth that guides and proves my steps are sure.
Pray then move.
Pray then move, let faith ignite. Step in the power of heaven's light. When doubt surrounds, His word approves. I've wrestled fear, but in His time and victory draws near. Every plan that heaven approves becomes a path.
Pray then move. The world may push, the world may shove, but nothing breaks the power of love. Every step guided by what is true. Every step I take, I pray then move.
When the road is steep and the night is long, I find my courage through prayer strong. The Spirit whispers, the Spirit proves my feet are ready.
Pray then move.
Pray then move, let faith ignite. Step in the power of heaven's light. When doubt surrounds, His word approves. Take the lead. Pray then move. Pray then move through storms and rain. Every effort never goes in vain. With heart aligned and spirit groove, step forward bold.
Pray then move. Silent praise, open skies, guided steps, no compromise. Every move is heaven approved. Faith in motion. Pray then move.
So I rise with courage anew. Every battle faced, every trial true, until the day His glory proves I'll walk in faith.
Pray then move.
When the night feels endless, when the road disappears in the dark, there's a promise still alive. The light will rise. The light will rise, it always does. Even when the sky turns gray. Through the fire, through the flood, God will make a way. When my heart is losing hope and the shadows fill my eyes, I remember what He said, the light will rise. Yeah, I've been walking through the silence where the answers never came, carrying the weight of battles, trying hard to keep the faith. Every step felt even heavier, like the storm would never end. But a whisper in the darkness said, this is not where your story ends. Night may stay for a moment, but morning is on its way. The light will rise, it always does. Even when the sky turns gray. Through the fire, through the flood, God will make a way. When my heart is losing hope and the shadows fill my eyes, I remember what He said, the light will rise. Hey, every tear I cried in secret, every prayer I thought was lost, God was working in the shadows even when it felt like lost. Mountains move when He decides, chains break when He speaks life. What was buried in the darkness will be shining in His light. The light will rise, it always does. Even when the sky turns gray. Through the fire, through the flood, God will make a way. When my heart is losing hope and the shadows fill my eyes, I remember what He said, the light will
again, no fear can inherit. I stand strong with an unbreakable spirit.
The world may try to shake my ground, whispers of doubt are all around, but inside my heart a fire is lit, a holy strength. Unbreakable spirit. Every battle, every lonely night, every shadow trying to steal my life, turns to courage as I commit to walk in faith. Unbreakable spirit.
When the storms roll and the night is long, I hear heaven's whisper making me strong. No weapon or trial can ever limit the power within.
Unbreakable spirit, unbreakable spirit. My heart will stand protected and guided by His hand. Through every trial, every dark orbit, I rise again. Unbreakable spirit, unbreakable spirit. I will not fall. God lifts me higher through it all. No fear, no chains can ever inhibit the flame inside. Unbreakable spirit.
I've walked through valleys deep and cold, faced the battles that the world won't hold. Yet every step His grace permits, strength renewed. Unbreakable spirit. Mountains crumble, oceans rage, but heaven's power breaks every cage. Faith becomes the armor I inherit. Walk and feel it. Unbreakable spirit.
Through every trial, through every fight, I stand unwavering in His light. No darkness, no enemy can diminish it. The fire inside. Unbreakable spirit, unbreakable spirit. My heart will stand protected and guided by His hand. Through every trial, every dark orbit, I rise again. Unbreakable spirit, unbreakable spirit. I will not fall. God lifts me higher through it all. No fear, no chains can never inhibit the flame inside. Unbreakable spirit.
Every scar becomes my song. Every tear makes me strong. Every test only makes me fit for the glory of my
unbreakable spirit. So I will rise through every flame, through every shadow. I proclaim until the day His kingdom admits. I walk forever with an unbreakable spirit. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. 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 In the silence where the night feels long, where the weak learn how to grow strong. Through every storm my soul is restored. I breathe, I stand, I wait on the Lord. When the road feels empty under my feet and every answer seems out of reach, the world keeps rushing, chasing reward, but faith whispers softly, wait on the Lord. Through broken plans and unanswered prayer, through heavy nights and silent air, every delay has purpose stored. So I hold my ground and wait on the Lord. Even when the sky feels closed above, I remember the power of His love, the promise written in His word. Strength will rise if I wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, your strength will renew. Mount up with wings, He carries you through. When all feels distant and dreams ignored, stand firm in faith, wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, don't run ahead. His path is higher than what we dread. Every victory heaven has stored comes in its time, wait on the Lord. I've seen the valley, I walk the night, but every shadow reveals His light. The patient heart will be restored. Blessed are those who wait on the Lord. The seed of faith beneath the ground grows in silent lands without a sound. What heaven builds can't be ignored. Glory will rise for those who wait on the Lord. When the storm says hope is gone and the battle feels too long, I remember every word. Strength is born when we wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, your strength will renew. Mount up with wings, He carries you through. When all feels distant and dreams ignored, stand firm in faith, wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, don't run ahead. His path is higher than what we dread. Every victory heaven has stored comes in its time, wait on the Lord. In the quiet, heaven moves. Every tear becomes a proof that the faithful are never ignored. Miracles grow when we wait on the Lord. So I'll stand still though the winds may roar. My heart anchored forevermore until the day His glory is poured. I'll trust His time and wait on the Lord. Your strength will renew. Mount up with wings, He carries you through. When all feels distant and dreams ignored, stand firm in faith, wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, don't run ahead. His path is higher than what we dread. Every victory heaven has stored comes in its time, wait on the Lord.
When the road disappears in the night and the future hides from my sight, a quiet voice begins to say, trust the path, keep walking by faith. I don't see every step ahead, but I remember the words you said. You guide the humble, calm the waves, and lead the heart that seeks your ways. Through desert lands and silent cries, through heavy clouds and empty skies, your promise lies the darkest place. So I keep walking, walking by faith. When fear rises like a storm and doubt begins to take its form, your spirit whispers through the pain, child, trust me, walk by faith again. Walking by faith when I cannot see, trusting the path you made for me. Through every valley, every place, I move forward, walking by faith. Walking by faith through night and flame, holding tight to your holy name. No matter what the world may say, my life is built on walking by faith. Mountains may stand before my way, but even they will move someday. Your power breaks the chains I face and strengthens hearts that walk by faith. When storms arrive and oceans roar, you've calmed the sea and so much more. Your hand protects, your love embraces those who keep walking, walking by faith. Even when answers take their time and trials climb like hills to climb, your light remains, your truth remains, teaching my soul to walk by faith. Walking by faith when I cannot see, trusting the path you made for me. Through every valley and every place, I move forward, walking by faith. Walking by faith through night and flame, holding tight to your holy name. No matter what the world may say, my life is built on walking by faith.
Every tear becomes a seed, every trial shapes the believer. In the silence, your voice I trace, calling me deeper, walk by faith.
So by faith.